How you going? Alright, so we're going to make a fucking orgonite. Well, we're going to start. I decided to take the bite of the bullet and make that big fucking orgonite. Oh, I'm fucking shitting it. It's big. It's a lot of money for the amount of shit I'm going to put in it. So kind of bricking it. I'm also doing a orgonite for a client. So thought, well, fuck it, I might as well just show you guys what to do. I've got my resin in a jam jar, jelly jar, whatever you Americans call it. Much easier to deal with, and my hardener. Try and have everything you need close by. If you're not wearing gloves, have cleaning wipes for your hands, because fuck, you get sticky. Have everything you're going to put in close at hand, because you just don't want the arseache of dealing with it while you've got resin going off. Okay? Well then, let's get fucking cracking. I don't measure anything. That is slightly to my own detriment sometimes. Try not to pour it from a height, and you don't want much. Well, I don't want much for the start of this, because I'm literally just doing the very tip of the pyramid, so it's going to be just a copper top. Wipe down afterwards, because next time you pick it up, you don't want to be fucking sticky fingers. You're going to get sticky fingers, doesn't matter. Part of the fucking job. Right, what I like doing is to preheat my resin with a heat gun before I add my hardener. Just makes it easier and you get less air bubbles. You'll get air bubbles anyway, but it'll make it easier. I don't know how much of you heard with that thing going. Right. You get a pipette for your hardener, or you weigh it, whichever resin you go for. Just follow the instructions. Not like me. I eye it. Until you get comfortable, then eye it. It just takes, it either goes off a lot fucking quicker, or it goes off a lot fucking slower. The important thing is you mix it. Just make sure you mix it thoroughly. Alright. I'm just going to put a wee drip in. Done. Finished. Put it back in my cup. Put my lid back on. Fucking eat. Make sure you have plenty of sticks to stir. Like I say, I use all old coffee cups. Saves yourself a shitload of cash. Okay, so mix up your resin. I don't edit because I can't be fucked. So this is all real time, you know, good shit. I'm not your usual kind of guy, I suppose, with orgonites. I try and make them fancy, pleasing to the eye, but also with the power, the energy that they provide. If any of you want to know more about the energy that they produce, drop a comment and I will go into a little bit more detail on the energy they produce. But for those who are looking and just want to know about how to make them, I'm just going to show you how to make them. So now I've stirred my hardener in. I've got air bubbles. So just heat it up again. Let the heat burst the air bubbles. Some people use blow torches, flames. I fucking hate flames, hate blow torches. Why create an issue? Heat guns are pretty fucking cheap. They're a lot better for your molds. They won't fuck your molds. They won't fuck your resin like a flame will do. And also, you have less risk of causing a fire, which is always good. Right. So I've got my copper powder, and literally I just eye it in. Right, so there's my copper powder in there. So I pre-mix this before I add the next ingredient, which is my copper granules. As usual, I've mixed far too fucking much, and now I'm going to be looking for a mould I can pour the excess into. Always have a standby mould just in case, like me, because you do it by eye, you fucking make too much. So, copper granules. I buy all this from a school supply, science supply company. Got a load of shit. It's all clean material, which I like. I am finding now, with not using clean material, it is detrimental to your orgonite. It does make it a lot shitter if you don't use pucker material. Pucker, English, London, for good. Right. I'll show you, but there's not really much to see. I usually like to add a wee bit of glitter, but seeing as I haven't got any fucking handy, I'm not going to. I am going to burst those air bubbles out before I fucking think about adding it to the mould. Some people do add silicone to their moulds, silicone sprays and shit. I don't do that yet. It's another thing I just don't want to have to worry about just yet. It is absolutely fucking critical that you have clean moulds and you do your best to not drip any on your mould. Now I like to pre-drip just to start off the beginning of my tip. Drip to start the tip. Isn't that fucking funky anyway? So look, there, now I realise I've made way too much gear, and I haven't got a clean mould just yet. See, this is what I mean about being prepared. You know, I was not quite prepared because I did not have a mould ready for in case I made too much. You know, Mr. Blase. Oh yeah, fucking that's enough. I've got plenty there. No, that's not too much. Yeah, shoulda, woulda, coulda. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't take too long to clean a mould. Like I say, use wipes. They're fucking brilliant. I wish I didn't have to use this mould. Only because, like I say, I don't like these moulds anymore. I like them in the fact that they provide a nice item to hold in your hand. I just don't like the fact there's a lot of work involved in them. Right, so I'm just going to straight pull that one in because I don't really give too much of a monkeys about it. Anything I don't really use, I gift. If I don't think it's up to scratch, I'll gift it either to a community, or I will gift it to a cell tower. You know, to help prevent the EMF frequencies. Right, that's my tip done there on that one. Throw my tip in on this one. And then honk the rest into here. Now, I have been a bit of a messy fucker doing this. Right, that's my concentration period over with. Throw the rest in there, get another rag. Now while it's wet, I do advise to try and get as much of this shit off your mould as you can, because really it is a pain in the arse trying to do it when it's dry, because what you'll find is that when you're trying to do it when it's dry, is that you'll break the mould slightly, and what happens is when you do your next layer, you'll get a bleed over what your previous layer, because you cleaned it and done a shit job in regard to the fact that you stretched your mold slightly as you're cleaning it, and created a gap for the for your resin to fucking seep over. You do not really want that shit happening, because all you do is create work for yourself. I created loads of work for myself doing that shit. Fucking highly irritating. So now, if you do this shit first, I can't express how fucking handy skewers are and wipes. It makes cleaning a lot easier. It makes sure that when you're going into your corners of your pyramid, that they are free of any air bubble. Alright. I think on that one, that's about as far as I can get that one clean for now. Right, get this one clean. Look, I'm showing you that it is important to clean. Yeah, I mean, you may at first go, oh, I'll just leave it, be alright, I'll get it tomorrow, or I'll get it when it's dry. You certainly can. You be that lazy bastard. I certainly was, until I realised that it was just a lot easier not to be a lazy bastard, because the amount of work that's involved after being that lazy bastard just isn't really fucking worth it, you know. So totally up to you. I also got to say, the way I make orgonites, you don't have to do it this way. You don't have to put copper tips in. You can do whatever the fuck you want. This is just how I do it. I've watched videos on the internet and I've seen them and it's like brilliant. They look amazing, but they never go into enough detail. Talk you through, you know, the fuck ups that you make. You know, it's like I never knew that, you know, at the very beginning, if I didn't put all this skewer action in, that I would have the potential of air bubbles down the side of the tip of my orgonite. If you run a skewer down the very edges of them to the tip, you create the resin will run through to the very edges, and you'll create a better formed tip. Right, that's it. What we'll do, give it a quick blast of fucking heat to burst any more of the air bubbles that might be sitting in there. Right then, ladies and gents, that is basically your first stage of making an orgonite, if you're making my kind of orgonites, okay? I will update you on the next one. A couple of hours maybe, or maybe tomorrow. See how it goes. Have yourselves a great day, people. Take care. Love each other.